started throwing rocks at each other as a species, we've evolved to wear armour to stop us getting hurt, or worse. But then bullets came along and we had to rethink the whole game. In this Virtually Rick, the bulletproof vest, or more specifically, Kevlar. So come with me, let's get virtual. Actually, let's get molecular. Kevlar is a synthetic fibre invented by Stephanie Kwolek in 1965 whilst working for chemicals giant DuPont. And what she knew was that atoms, the smallest part of matter or a chemical element, have strong bonds. And the atoms in what are called a polymer have very strong bonds indeed. So what are polymers? Well, let's take a look at some. Organic ones are things like the silk being produced by these silkworms here, or even the wool from the sheep, or proteins like meat. No wonder those sheep are looking a little bit scared. And then there are human-made polymers, things like plastics. Now, when we melt and mold plastic polymers, those strong bonds actually help it to stay in whatever shape we mold it into permanently. So it'll stay in shapes like, say, your computer or even the remote control that you're holding right now. While searching for a new plastic to make lighter, stronger car tyres, Stephanie Kwolek discovered this molecule. It's a bit of a mouthful. Are you ready? It's polyparaphenylene terephthalamide, a polymer with an exciting exotic secret. And here it is. Oh yeah, isn't this exciting? Actually, it's the fact that the molecules can be laid out in chains side by side to create a hugely strong mesh that can be spun into fabric. And added bonus, it can resist high heat and flames of up to around 800 degrees. So interlace those strands of Kevlar and voila, you have a new low-weight, high-impact body armour on your hands. But how on earth does it work? Well, I thought you might ask that question, so here's a simplification. Kevlar is a bit like thousands of stiff fishing nets laid on top of each other. And say you have a projectile like a torpedo coming in fast. It'll hit them and then all its power will be rapidly dissipated and dispersed through the nets, causing the torpedo to slow right down and never reach the target, i.e. you. The same is true of an incoming bullet. The more layers of Kevlar, the more likely it'll protect you. But here are some things you might not know. It's not 100% effective at stopping bullets from a handgun. And Kevlar jackets are also not so effective from bullets fired from an assault rifle because they're travelling 3 times the speed of sound, way faster than those from a handgun. And that speed can help the bullet break through the layers of the Kevlar. So, if modern-day knights want protection from assault rifles, you'll have to have Kevlar plus a combination of thick metal plates or pieces of porcelain. Now that you might call a full metal jacket, because it's heavy. And also because it's made of fibres, if you wear it every day, then after a few years it'll wear out and need replacing. In much the same way you have to buy new socks or undies. So why not Kevlar? Over the years, since its invention, Kevlar has saved thousands of lives, particularly in law enforcement, and sadly it's even being woven into school bags these days to help kids in the event of emergencies there too. It's also used in racing canoes, musical instruments, shoes and frying pans. All thanks to Stephanie Kwolek. Kevlar is still proving its worth today.